So we are on to day 2 today, and what I want to do is, you know how there's always that time when you have something on your mind that you keep turning over and you can't come up with a solution to a problem or something that you would like to see happen, but you're not really sure what the answer to the question is. So this process, which requires you just to have markers and some paper, it's quite a one that you could actually take a little bit of time, or you could take however long you want. I'm going to do mine quickly so that you can actually then go and do the process. So what we want to do is, oh wait a minute, better change that camera angle and let's show you. And of course I've got my trusty assistant with me today. So I'm going to make mine a bit smaller because that'll give you a bit just the idea of what we need to do. But say I'm going to do, if I have my paper, and you might have the idea of what is it that you are wanting to, I guess, get some clarity on. So this is a little bit like you becoming your own oracle in some ways. So, you know, you might want to write it on the top and say, okay, what is my next step? I might be a bit stuck on that. And what you're going to do is, if you put it on for yourself, you time yourself for, you allow a minute, and you want to hold that idea of what you're questioning really lightly in your mind while you just move the pen. So, you know, it could be all sorts of things. There's no right or wrong way about it. But for a whole minute, you want to just keep moving that pen and consider your inquiry, your idea of what it is that you want to find out. And you will find out that a minute is a long time when you're in that thought. So put a little timer on and maybe some music on while you're doing it. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there so I can show you. So hopefully you can see that nice and clearly. So it's not anything in particular. But now if I want to sit with it a little bit longer, now that your mind is, you might start actually colouring in all those spaces. So just pick a colour at random. So this is all going to be, you just allow whatever needs to happen, which I know sometimes is a bit difficult for people. And if you start with just looking at it and you're still holding that idea, and you can start to come in and colour these in. And just be aware of the thoughts that come to you. And you might go, where else needs orange? Okay, there needs orange. So as you process this, that idea is sort of bubbling in underneath while you're working. So what we're doing is actually giving your conscious mind something to do that keeps it kind of occupied, because you've got hand movement, you've got choosing of colours, but that thought that you've got behind there, that your intention to start with, is still floating around. Now sometimes when I do these, I also find that I actually have images come out, so you might see things in there that you might want to bring out, and then think about what those images relate to your question. So it's a very simple process. This is also if you would like to just relax at a deeper level. You could leave the question out and just do this process for a minute, make all these lines, and then colour in. And I'll tell you why it works better than just colouring in. It's because you've created it, and there's something about that with your mind that helps it. So that's pretty much all you're going to do, is just keep colouring in. You might find sometimes you get a really intricate sort of a pattern, depending on how long you go for, you might be something. See, like I'm starting to see there's a turtle in here. So what's turtle about? Turtle's about maybe slowing down a little bit or just going with the flow. So you have a look. And that's just what you keep going until you finish it. So I'm going to keep doing mine and I'll let you get on with yours, and we will see you tomorrow for day 3. Enjoy and post in the group and let me see what you've done.